Have you ever noticed something strange? People complain about stress, yet they binge watch sad movies. They say they hate heartbreak, yet they keep listening to the same emotional song on repeat. They promise they'll never text their ex again. And somehow, at 2 a.m., that message gets sent anyway. Why? Are humans secretly addicted to pain? It sounds weird, but psychology says the answer is more interesting than you think. Let's find out. Pain seems like something every human wants to avoid. Touch a hot pan? You pull your hand away. Step on a Lego? You suddenly discover brand new dance moves. Physical pain is easy to understand, but emotional pain is different. Sometimes, we don't just experience it, we hold on to it. Think about the last embarrassing thing that happened to you. Maybe you waved at someone. Who wasn't waving at you? Congratulations. Your brain has probably replayed that memory 100 times. Meanwhile, it completely forgot what you had for lunch 3 days ago. Why does that happen? Because your brain treats pain like an important teacher. Millions of years ago, remembering painful experiences helped humans survive. If those berries made me sick, don't eat them again. If that cave had a bear, maybe don't visit it tomorrow. Pain became a giant warning sign. The problem is, your brain doesn't always know the difference between useful pain and emotional pain that should have been forgotten years ago. So it keeps replaying old memories. Not because it wants to torture you, because it's trying, sometimes a little too hard, to protect you. But that's only the beginning. Here's where things get even stranger. Have you ever finished a difficult workout and actually felt amazing? Your muscles hurt. You're sweating. Walking downstairs suddenly becomes an Olympic event. Yet somehow, you feel proud. That's because pain isn't always just pain. Your brain often rewards effort. After intense exercise, it releases chemicals like endorphins that help reduce discomfort and create feelings of happiness. This is one reason people voluntarily run marathons, although let's be honest, some of us feel tired just watching marathon videos. Pain can also create meaning. Imagine two students. One copies homework every day. The other spends hours struggling to solve difficult problems. Who usually feels more proud after getting a good grade? The second one, because effort makes success feel valuable. Psychologists call this the effort justification effect. The harder something is, the more valuable our brain thinks it must be. This explains why people treasure things they worked hard for, even if those things aren't actually perfect. Now let's talk about heartbreak. Here's something fascinating. Brain scans show that emotional rejection activates some of the same brain regions involved in physical pain. That's why being rejected can literally hurt. No, your heart isn't actually breaking into pieces, but your brain reacts as if something important has been lost. And then comes another strange habit. Instead of moving on, many people replay old conversations, read old messages, visit old photos, listen to that one song. Why? Because familiar pain can feel safer than uncertain happiness. It sounds irrational, but the brain loves familiarity. Even when familiarity isn't good for us. Imagine wearing old shoes with holes. They're uncomfortable, but they're familiar. Buying new shoes feels uncertain. Sometimes our emotional habits work exactly the same way. Now here's the biggest surprise. Humans don't always enjoy pain itself. They often enjoy what pain represents. Growth, achievement, connection. Think about parents, sleepless nights, constant worry, endless responsibilities. Is that enjoyable? Not really. But raising someone you love gives those struggles meaning. The same thing happens with learning a new skill. Playing guitar, learning a language, starting a business. The beginning usually feels frustrating. You make mistakes. You fail. You wonder if you're terrible. But every challenge makes improvement feel more satisfying. Without struggle, victory feels smaller. Even entertainment proves this idea. Why do horror movies exist? Why do roller coasters have lines that stretch forever? Why do people willingly pay money to be scared? Because your brain knows you're actually safe. It experiences controlled discomfort, then enjoys the relief afterward. It's like borrowing fear and returning it with interest. Even spicy food follows a similar pattern. Your mouth is basically shouting, "Please stop," while you're saying, "Wow, this tastes amazing." Humans are wonderfully confusing creatures, but here's something important. There's a difference between meaningful discomfort and harmful suffering. Working hard toward a goal, healthy. Learning from failure, healthy. Staying in toxic relationships, ignoring emotional wounds, or believing you deserve constant pain, that's completely different. Real growth doesn't require endless suffering. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is let go. So, do humans secretly enjoy pain? Not exactly. We enjoy meaning. We enjoy progress. We enjoy the stories that struggle creates. Pain becomes valuable only when it leads somewhere better. Your brain isn't searching for suffering, it's searching for purpose. And sometimes, those two get confused. The next time you catch yourself replaying an old mistake, or wondering why difficult achievements feel so rewarding. Remember this: pain isn't the prize, growth is. And once you understand that, you can stop chasing unnecessary suffering and start chasing the life that's actually worth the effort. Because the happiest people aren't the ones who never experience pain. They're the ones who know which pain helps them grow and which pain it's finally time to leave behind.